Hey, man, and then talking about our boy, Solo Sikoa. One.
Yeah.
Do you think that he's still going to be called Solo?
I don't think so because he's not solo anymore. Because that
No está solo, cabrón.
Not that solo. Well, and honestly, that was kind of his thing because he was kind of like a solo Uso, over there in the NXT, kind of in the island of irrelevancy.
Yeah.
Basically the other way around. But so I think, they're going to have to make him an Uso. Like, he's going to have to be solo Uso or whatever the hell, or together Uso.
Solo Uso.
Acompañado. But I don't know.
Solo Uso
doesn't
pero
work.
Que solo usa que.
Cool.
Yeah.
Dad jokes brought to you by
Yo, facts.
JJ.
Cringy joke. Hey, man. But,
hey, it's not as bad as Ronda's like, nice haircut.
yo, facts. Bro, like that, like, oh my God, Ronda. You know what? That we ain't even going to talk about that shit. But I think they're going to change his name. I don't know to what, to be 100% honest with you. I don't know. I don't remember what he used to go by back in whenever he was like coming up in the indies. Let me see if I can find it. So he used to go by Sefa Fatu.
Ooh, Seth. Yeah, they're kind of like with his. Is that his real name?
Hold on.
Because it could be his Samoan name. Or his last name is Fatu.
Bro.
What?
Oh, never mind. Real name. As we search this. Nah, his name.
What? What's his real name?
His name is Joseph.
No, you can't have another Joseph there.
Whose true title is what? Wrestler? Yeah, hold on. Solo Sikoa was born a lot earlier. Bro, I just saw
his real name is Joe, right?
Yeah, it's Romans.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, what? Yeah, it's Joseph because Joshua and Jonathan are one of the Usos. Or they're both the Usos.
Yeah, Jonathan is
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Yeah.
And then Joshua is Jay. So then Joseph is Solo. Whose true title is Joseph Fatu.
Well, you can call him Joe Uso, I guess.
I mean, you could.
I don't know.
I guess, but
Jeremy Uso, I don't think that'll work.
Bro, come on. I think Joe will probably be better than Joe Uso.
I don't know. It does seem kind of plain though.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll find out. Probably we'll find out on Friday. Who knows? Or maybe they come out tomorrow. They come out on Monday night, bro.
I think so. Yeah. Or you could just call him Joshua Uso and just confuse the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah. That shit would be funny. But anyways, man, like, so where do you think they're gonna go with him, bro? I mean, he's already part of the Bloodline, which I think it's great. We've been wanting it. So where do you think they're gonna go with? Because I have an idea where they're gonna go with it, but
you know what? I think it's gonna be very, very, very Jay-like. He's not gonna want to go. In fact. But I think he may be the one to actually get away from the Bloodline. It may be kind of the other way around. He may start with them reluctantly, and then little by little kind of trying to tell his brothers, like, bro, do you see what this guy's doing? Do you realize what he's doing to our family? He's breaking our family apart, and then.
But that's the thing, bro. Like, he's not doing that anymore. It's not like back whenever the Bloodline started. Now it's more like
because he already did. Because he already got what he wanted. So there's no reason to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, but they're all together.
But now you bring another family member that literally presses the reset button on that, on the whole family thing.
I don't know.
Because if not, why the hell do you have him come in? Because he's family, that's why he's there.
I mean, yes, but I don't see him just being like, yeah, I just joined the Bloodline. Then a couple months later, it's like, no, we're just gonna be apart. We're just gonna go away.
Now, I'm not saying a couple of months, but it has to be a slow burn, kind of like with Jay.
I don't see him saying like, "Hey, this is like, look at what this guy is doing to us." But because, like, let's be real, like Roman hasn't been playing the Usos, so I don't know. But what I think it's gonna happen is Roman Reigns is gonna be like, "Well, hey man, you're part of the Bloodline now, so you need some gold. Pick what title you want to go for." And then I think that he's going to feud with, even though he's part of SmackDown, I think he's going to feud or get the title from Bobby Lashley. Because, you know, Bobby Lashley is usually the guy that does the open challenges.
Bro, but think about it for a second. If it was real life.
Yes, I know.
You're solo, and you have the option. Let's go against Bobby or let's go against Gunther. Either one looks scary as fuck. So
You're like, right.
Can I just, start Bobby, trying to get the 24/7 title?
But Bobby Lashley can afford that loss.
Yeah.
Gunther can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No. You can't touch Gunther.
Yeah. So it has to be. It has to be Bobby,
up.
unless that they come up with another title. Unless he goes back to NXT and be like, you know what, I'm taking the Northern American title, and then he's bringing it up too. You know what I mean? So like, it wouldn't make sense. So yeah, so it's got to be Bobby, I feel. And then obviously it wouldn't be a clean win. It will be more like interfered by the Usos, and then he wins the title that way.
Now, don't you think it would be kind of a good thing of trial by fire to have him win clean to prove himself?
It would be cool. I mean, I would love it
to even do that.
Yeah,
like just to. And then at that point, it always gives him the chance to say, "Hey, I didn't need you guys to win." Sometime down the line,
it will go. It will go based of your storyline. Let's put it like that. Of him being away from it, it will go based off.
Yeah,
but
at some point they have to split.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting what it's gonna happen. I'm hype for the ride. Honestly, I can't wait to see what happens. To be 100% honest with you, so. We'll see, man. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and jump into. We're gonna keep talking about the Bloodline, bro, because that's what gets the views. Let's be real. Y'all click on everything that has to do with the Bloodline of Roman Reigns. So, Roman Reigns, after Clash at the Castle, where do you see this going, in terms of feuds, and who do you think is gonna dethrone him?
Well, I think. More than who's going to dethrone him, I'm kind of like who's not gonna fight against him. I think they're going to keep Drew away from him for a little bit.
Yeah, because I think he's going to be busy with carrying.
Yeah, just kind of let that simmer, just let that go away, and then I think they're just going to bring some. They're going to do the same thing all over again. Just bring a bunch of random guys, like he may face. I don't know, like Bobby Lashley. Oh, he'll beat him, and bring in random baby faces just so they can, and then the biggest expectation won't be so much about who he's facing or who's going to beat him, is when Austin Theory is going to cash in. That's going to be who he's really fighting against. It's that Money in the Bank briefcase more than an actual person. So that's what I think is going to happen to him. Like, it's just more about that uncertainty of who he's fighting. And what's going to happen.
I think he's probably going to feud with KO at some point.
That's true.
I do see him feuding with the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. I feel like Sami Zayn is going to fuck up at some point, and then he's going to start feuding with him. I see that happening. Now, the one thing that I also see is Theory cashing in, and then, because to us this contract is technically for one title, right? That he just
it should be.
That it should be that he takes away the WWE champion, and then
that's it.
And then I think Roman will keep the Universal title all the way until WrestleMania, and have Cody Rhodes win at the Rumble if he's healthy and he comes back healthy. And then Cody has his WrestleMania moment of dethroning Roman Reigns. This is only a big if we don't get Roman versus The Rock at WrestleMania. And the reason why I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No,
I know you mentioned it on a previous episode that you don't think that the Roman versus The Rock match needs a title, like to be a title match. I don't think it needs to be a title match, but what I do see is I think it needs Roman Reigns having the title in terms of making it relevant of why The Rock is coming back. Because if he's gonna lose, if he loses, think about this, bro. Like, if he loses both titles, right? Because the whole thing is like he's been going for 2 years now, talking about he's the head of the table, blah blah blah, and the tribal chief and all this. If he has both titles, you just broke up that streak. Why would The Rock come back? Like, yes, it will be a great match, and yes, it will sell a lot of tickets, but what would be the purpose of bringing him back in whenever he's saying that he's the head of the table, he's the tribal chief, but bro, you don't have any gold. You're not running anything. You get what I'm saying?
That's fine, but what if they just what if they do the whole Austin Theory thing and take away both belts at that point? Because then at that point you could just say, hey, this guy just stole the titles from me, and you know that. And that could be one of the points of contention of why he's pissed at Rock. And then the whole thing with...
But that doesn't
Rock
make sense. Why would he be pissed at Rock because of that shit?
No, if he says, oh, you don't have any of the titles. And then Roman could say, yeah, I don't have any of the titles because he literally stole them from me.
Yeah,
they didn't beat me.
Yeah, but that's gonna make him look weak if he says that.
They stole him from him. How is he gonna look weak because they stole it from him?
Well, because they technically didn't steal him. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean it could be in a three-way. I mean, for all that matters, or they could. There's ways around it, but anyways, the thing with The Rock against Roman, to a certain extent, it's like I don't know what podcast I was listening to or watching on YouTube, that they were saying that at this point Roman is bigger than the title.
Oh yeah, true.
The title at this point is almost a prop in the big picture. Their family conflict, and Roman and Rock, they are bigger than the title. The title, to a certain extent, almost gets in the way. So you actually have the opportunity, if you're booking, I'm trying to look at it as to being a booker right now. That means you have Rock against Roman being the headliner of day 2, last match, and then you actually have, you can have your, for day 1, you can have for the WWE title, then day 2 for the Universal title, and that's it, and you're good. And you have WrestleMania set up, and you have a lot of meaningful matches. Because then the problem is, if you have somebody with both titles, you're literally taking away. You're making one match what could have been 3 significant matches. Because then you're going to have like Riddle against Seth Rollins. Whoever wins, it doesn't matter because it's not leading to the titles, so nobody gives a shit.
But the only benefits of having both titles on Roman is that at least night 1 you could have, like last year, the women's main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, but let's be honest here, man. There's way more money in Rock versus Roman than anything else they could possibly.
Oh, I'm not going to take that away. No, hell no. No.
Like, it's not even close. Like, they say that. Like, I think I would buy tickets without even knowing if I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I would just be like, all right, let's get it. All right, cool. We got him. Hey, now let's try to figure it out afterwards.
Yeah. But, like, the only reason why I'm saying, like, Roman having the titles to go into the match with The Rock, it's because of the visuals. We talk so much about the visuals and things like that, and it will be a great visual for The Rock to be like, hey, you think you're the head of the table, blah, 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 you got this title, but you ain't shit, pretty much. Let's say that, and you know what I mean? And Roman Reigns just proves that, hey, like, he is better by beating The Rock. It doesn't have to be for the title. It doesn't have to be for the title.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, but for the visual of the title, I mean, it's not practical. Like, it makes no sense in this because you could have literally had, instead of having one match with and having somebody holding the titles. In fact, it's even worse because you're not defending the titles in the first place. Then you could have had 2 other matches that are really big, really important. Even, in fact, hell, night one, like you're saying, you could have the women close, but then you have the WWE title open WrestleMania like they've had before. And then the next night,
but that could
you
be
start with a Universal title, and then you end with Rock and Roman. And you're good, and you have 3 significant matches instead of having only one, because then you're going to have a bunch of guys with nothing else to do.
I do get
just to have this one match, just so he can show that, look, I have some belts. Not really anything, not important.
I do get that to a certain extent. It's just, how do you get Roman versus The Rock without the title? I guess.
Well, the family, bro. The family story is built in. Like, that's how it started. But the name of the damn faction is Bloodline.
Okay, but how?
It could be anything. I mean, you could have Roman kind of like start, because once in a while he does say a few things kind of alluding to The Rock, but you could have him be a little bit more forceful. Like, hey, it's like, hey, we all know that I'm the best Anoa'i ever, or something. Or you know who the real tribal chief has always been, or always will be, or something to that matter. And then all of a sudden one day Rock just pops up right after Rumble, or at the Rumble, and then it's like, oh shit, now it's on. And then you have just Rock just go off on Roman, and that's it. I mean, that's all. It's all. It's easy. It's a family issue. Family issues are the easiest things to book.
Or Roman Reigns. Now picture this. Now, like this is, we don't. Okay, so I just want to say this. I don't want Roman Reigns to lose the titles. But picture this. Roman Reigns loses the titles because of some bullshit. Like you said, it got stolen from him, Theory, blah, blah, blah. Right? So let's say Theory cashes in. They steal him from him.
Okay.
And then the Usos are just coming back. They're coming out, blah, blah, blah. And then they're like, damn, bro, like, we're sorry. And shit like that. And then Roman just snaps. And whoops both of the Usos. Right? And then for some reason, one of Solo, let's say Solo is not there or whatever. And then he starts feuding with them. Right? And then after he whoops on all 3 of them because of letting him down, because of him losing the titles, The Rock comes out to be like, because Roman was talking shit about him being like get in line type shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think that could work. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, it could work. The only issue that I have with the whole Rock thing and Roman, which, and it pains me to say it, but it almost benefits WWE and us as the fans to not have it. Just like a lot of things that we think we want, but all of a sudden we see it on TV and it's like, oh, that was it? Because in the end of the day, what's going to happen after Mania? Roman wins, okay? Then Rock looks like a jackass. Roman loses, he looks like a jackass, and he's the one that stick around.
Yeah, but
he's a part-timer,
bro.
So then they're both kind of.
But it doesn't matter if The Rock loses or win. It's not gonna hurt him. It's fucking The Rock, bro.
I know, but
he's only there for one match.
Yeah, but Roman's also going to be there very little too.
Yes.
After Mania, he's probably going to be out for a good 6 months, which wouldn't shock me.
I mean, but
at least a good 3 months.
But that will be fine because whenever he comes back, then it will just get a pop.
But then, are you going to have him win after being an asshole to the Usos and everything? Then, like, there has to be some kind of story where the bad guy loses at some point, or he changes.
Well, if he doesn't have the fucking titles, then he technically lost, bro. Like, come on.
No, I know, but I'm saying is in terms of the actual story, in terms of being the tribal chief. Because then why the hell would you follow him if he doesn't have the titles anyways? At that point,
that's why I said that Roman needs at least one of the titles going into WrestleMania if he's gonna fight The Rock. That's why I said that. You're literally answering the question to mine. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said again, you're still just putting all your chips in one on one guy.
One
you
title, bro. I said one. He could just have the Universal title. That's it. And you can still have the other match with the WWE champion with somebody else.
Yeah, you could have that, but then again, Rocky not fighting him against the title. Well, it could be like he says, okay, well, yeah, I want to fight you, but not for the title, for something bigger, for our family or something.
I mean, that's fine. You know what I mean? But
like that's the only way I see it making sense. Because in the end of the day, like I said, in the end of the day, Rock against Roman really doesn't help anybody, I think, in the long run, when you really look at it.
No, this is a match for the ages.
It's a cool thing.
But
it's a cool thing, but it really doesn't do anything to further anybody's career in the long run.
What do you mean it doesn't? It solidifies. It was not solidify, but it would just emphasize more.
If Roman wins, if Roman loses.
But why the fuck would Roman lose?
Because it's The Rock.
Bro, The Rock.
Because
the last time,
the last
time that The Rock had a match, he fucking lost. What are you talking about? Whenever he had the WWE.
What do you mean?
Whenever he fought again for the title, he won the title and then he fucking lost the title.
No, his last recorded match.
Oh my god, we don't care about that because it was technically a fucking reality. I mean, a celebrity match. But whenever it comes to the titles and actually matches that have a meaning, he did lose.
6 seconds. Doesn't matter how fast it is, it still counts.
Oh my god, bro. This is not your sex life, okay? So
hey.
So
bro,
look, like
that ain't it.
He lost. The last time he had a big title, he lost. It didn't hurt him. If he loses, like, bro, it's just part of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this has been teased since Young Rock in the show. Like, come on. Like, the Roman Reigns has to get the dub.
Maybe
it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt
the other thing that could happen. What if there is a turn, and Roman finally turns babyface at that point?
Okay, but how?
During that match?
How? By him just being like, you know what, man, I'm sorry. They just shake it off. I mean, they just shake hands and then the crowd just cheers.
No, you don't, bro. Have you ever seen a double turn in wrestling?
So you're gonna have a double turn with The Rock. So then he's gonna turn heel. Whenever
it doesn't matter at that point,
bro. But The Rock is not gonna wrestle again.
Or at the very least, or at the very least, bro. Or at the very least, you could have Roman stand up to Rock, where all of a sudden you think that he's gonna cheat. He sends the Usos back. He's like, no, go away. I'm gonna do this as a man, and he actually goes over Rock as a man, and they kind of have the whole handshake, hug, and whatever. That could turn him babyface right off the bat. With Rock, he could actually use Rocky to turn face. What they tried to do with him in Royal Rumble in 2014. Remember the whole thing with him raising his arm? Rocky was remember. Like, well, they could kind of relive that, but actually do it in a way that makes sense now. Where it doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't make anybody look bad. It's just like, hey, he earned it. Like he actually, like Rock could actually say, you know what? You are the tribal chief and you earned it. Like you beat me fair and square.
Okay,
like
that I was gonna say. So okay,
that's
you
what
beat
I'm saying.
Me.
Like
you
it's
beat
like
okay,
exactly, and that's what I was saying. Like the Usos are gonna help or Solo, and he's like, no, get away. I want to do this as a man. Like this is a family thing. Like
okay,
this is kind of like
that
Black
will
Panther.
Make sense. That will make sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Black Panther in that fight. Yeah. So that type of thing. That's where how you can make him a babyface without having to say like, oh, I'm sorry or none of that bullshit. That would be stupid.
Yeah, it's kind of like I beat you, and then I'm just gonna show you respect afterwards. And
exactly, which makes sense with the whole tribal theme, because that's how it's supposed to be earned, I guess, through fighting or something like that, some kind of show of force.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Well, that made sense. All right. I'm not gonna disagree with you, but
it's hard.
Hey, man. Right now, it's pretty much gonna be an unpredictable thing. So I guess we're going to have to enjoy the ride. It's going to be the ride along. Let's see what happens, man.